going on, guys? Got a special video for you today. This one kind of touches home with a subject that's very personal to myself. I had somebody ask me the other day why I exercise and work out so much, and my response was, why not? And he kind of proceeded to say, well, can't you just be normal? Can't you just relax like the rest of us and eat what you want to eat? And kind of gave me a whole list of different things and reasons as to why I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing. And my response to him was, well, what exactly is normal? How do you know that I'm not doing the things that I want to do? For me, working out, and for most people who do it, it's a way to relieve stress. It's a way to kind of get out of your head and get more into the body and connect the mind and body, and just to really live a more fulfilling life. It's going to be a little bit different for everybody, but everybody has their reasons as to why they do this. And then he went out and made a comment and said, well, it's going to kill you someday. What? Working out's going to kill me? He said that through all of the repetitious, lifting and pounding heavy weights and, eating those high acidic protein foods and everything else, he's making a whole bunch of generalizations, that was going to somehow make my quality of life worse than what it is right now. Okay, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I can tell you, first and foremost, that for me, exercise, health, and fitness has had a tremendous, positive, healthy, very sustainable, very fulfilling impact on my life, and has made me who I am today. It's helped me overcome and get through a lot of things. So my response to this guy was, let me tell you a story. Not too long ago, I had talked to a gentleman at church on Sunday morning, and he had made the comment to me. He looked at me and he goes, wow, you look like you're really in shape. So humbly, I said, thank you. And he goes, my wife, she's like you. She likes to work out a lot. I'm like, oh, that's great. And he goes, yeah, she has cancer. And, right away I was like, okay, I'm sorry to hear that. And he goes, no. It was really hard for us. We faced a lot of trials and tribulations, but I have to tell you that when she was diagnosed with the disease of cancer, she did not let that get to her. Rather than, look for excuses as to, okay, I'm not going to be able to work out anymore, I'm not going to be able to do the things that I want to do, and I'm not going to be around that much longer, she took the attitude of, you know what, I'm going to beat this thing. I'm going to win. Cancer's not going to control me. I'm going to control this cancer, and it's going to be gone. It's going to be out of my life. So how do you beat cancer? She physically beat it out of her body through health, nutrition, and working out. And we went on to kind of talk about how when in one discipline of your life, if you really focus your efforts and your intentions to make that area, right now we're going to talk about physical fitness, great, that you don't just get great physically, that you're also going to spill over into other areas of your life, and you're also going to mature and increase. And for them, the cancer was a way for her to realize that mentally she was much, much stronger than she'd ever realized before, and she attributed a lot of that because of her working out, her health and her fitness, and her discipline. Pretty cool. So after I explained that story and I talked to this gentleman a little bit more, I could kind of see the wheels in his head starting to turn and the gears starting to shift a little bit. Typically, when somebody makes a comment like that, they are usually saying it from a place, and I'm generalizing right now, of maybe something they want, they see that they want but they can't have, or they don't have yet, or maybe they just don't know how to get it. Really, this guy's question, his statement about working out and physical fitness killing you, was, I think, his way of expressing, hey, I want that. I don't know how exactly to get that. And rather than just, put my ego aside and ask you, hey, what do? I'm going to just kind of lunge out and attack. And this happens. This does happen sometimes. Hopefully some of you guys can relate to what I'm talking about. Everyone's, life experience and their meanings are going to be a little bit different. But it was interesting to see how his mind had shifted, and now he was more focused on, wow, that's a pretty amazing story. What he thought, maybe what he was told or read from somebody, or who knows, that, you know, physical fitness was going to beat you up and, you know, make you worse than you already are, after I tell him the story that physical fitness actually saved this woman's life because she was able to get through her cancer, talk about a huge paradigm shift.